Once again, it's great to see Man of Steel 2 as a topic, though this one is conflicting, to say the least. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. Alright, today we're going to talk about Man of Steel 2. Now, the concept of Man of Steel 2 in itself is controversial. When we say Man of Steel 2, a lot of people will come back and say, that's Batman versus Superman, because that's technically after the first Man of Steel. But for a lot of Superman fans, what we mean by Man of Steel 2 means another Superman solo film. Now, there hasn't been much development about a Man of Steel 2. We know Henry Cavill wants to do it. In fact, he wants to make it placed either before Batman v Superman or before the next Justice League movie. And Henry Cavill wants to make it a colorful and fun, hopeful, optimistic, that kind of Superman. He also didn't believe Batman vs. Superman was a Man of Steel 2. He called that more of a Batman movie. And while at the moment he still may be a cameo in either Black Adam or The Flash, but at this point in time there is no active development for Man of Steel 2. But that doesn't mean there couldn't be any discussions or talks about a Man of Steel 2 that's continuously going on. There's a certain director by the name of Matthew Vaughn who wants another shot at a Man of Steel 2. Yes, the director of Kingsman and Kick-Ass wants to make a Superman movie. Now, if this sounds familiar, then you're not wrong. He actually talked about this and pitched a Superman movie before Man of Steel came out. This was his pitch. Speaking to Polygon, Vaughn shares his vision for a Superman film that he and Kick-Ass collaborator Mark Millar pitched to the studio as early as 2008, which would have been the first film in a new trilogy and was meant to take place almost entirely on Krypton and focus on Jor-El and the impending explosion of Krypton. Vaughn and Miller's original take would have seen Kal-El's Superman not leave for Earth until much later in the timeline, as an adult, after gradually learning about his eventual destination. Now, at that time, I could certainly see that as being, not quite the Superman we all know and love. I mean, at least Zack Snyder's Man of Steel took us through those motions. He was a baby, he went to Earth, grew up in Smallville, typical Superman lore. And the direction that Matthew Vaughn was going with that probably kind of rubbed the studio the wrong way. That's not the type of Superman movie we want to make. But now it's after Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Matthew Vaughn, who has the Kingsman movie coming out soon, spoke to The Wrap about a possible Man of Steel 2. Speaking of The Wrap, in anticipation of the release of his World War I set prequel, The Kingsman, Vaughn revealed he pitched a version of a Superman movie before Warner Brothers made Man of Steel and noted his continued desire to craft a colorful iteration of the DC hero. I was desperate to do a Superman film. Desperate, Vaughn confessed. I pitched a big Superman movie before they made Man of Steel. I just got out to work with Henry Cavill, which was lovely, on Argyle, and he's unbelievable in it. I still think there's room for a new Superman film, but a proper Superman film, a colorful, fun Superman movie, not a dark one. Vaughn maintained that he and Cavill would go off and make a great Superman movie if given the opportunity, but confessed he doesn't even know who runs DC at the moment. The filmmaker went one more, candidly noting that he feels it was a mistake to follow up Man of Steel with Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, which brought Superman and Ben Affleck's Batman together. I just thought it was a mistake, putting the Batman vibe into the Superman world, Vaughn said. I just think they're too separate. They're just not relatable in any way. In my mind, it should be fun. I mean, look, The Dark Knight was obviously different, and it made sense, and it was brilliant as a film and as a comic. But Superman was always. I loved the Richard Donner Superman movie. I think Wonder Woman worked because I think Wonder Woman was basically remaking Donner's Superman in a weird way. Yeah, I love Superman. Now, there's a few things I could take from his comments here. First thing I could take, that he has been talking to Henry Cavill when working with him on Argyle. Because a lot of what he said is almost similar to what Henry Cavill talked about his Man of Steel 2, and that Batman v Superman didn't work for both of them. And for the fact that he wants to make a Man of Steel 2 with Henry Cavill, meaning he's not looking to reboot it with his original pitch idea. Meaning he accepted that Man of Steel is the groundwork work for another Superman movie with Henry Cavill. This almost is familiar in a way where Christopher McQuarrie, who worked with Henry Cavill, also pitched something to the studio, and the studio, said no, or they didn't answer. Henry Cavill may be doing the same thing. He may have talked with Matthew Vaughn while working on Argyle, and they came up with a pitch, a new idea for Man of Steel 2. So whether or not this means he got shot down and they're not replying, I don't know. Now the other thing about this is the idea of a colorful and fun Superman. Now for a long time we thought after Batman v Superman, it seemed like the studio wanted a colorful, fun, hopeful, optimistic Superman. Yet they said no or did not answer either Christopher McQuarrie or Matthew Vaughn's take for a colorful and fun and optimistic Superman. So it's like...
What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? God damn it, what do you want?
And it boggles my mind that they're ignoring Matthew Vaughn or even Christopher McQuarrie, however you feel about them, with their ideas for a hopeful, optimistic, fun Superman, and Henry Cavill was on board with probably both of them. But instead, they offered it to James Gunn? Warner Bros. And DC, they seem to not really know what to do with Superman, for whatever the reason. It's so strange. Like, okay, you didn't want Zack Snyder, you don't want Matthew Vaughn, you don't want Christopher McQuarrie, but you wanted James Gunn. I don't get it. Well, if any case, if Henry Cavill is in Black Adam and or in The Flash, but maybe his appearances will help Henry Cavill bring in more ammunition to the studio to show them that, hey, people want a Man of Steel 2. Even though I don't know why we have to say at this point, why? Like, why? I don't know. What do you think about Matthew Vaughn's Man of Steel 2 or Man of Steel 2 in general? In fact, if you want a Man of Steel 2, who do you want to direct a Man of Steel 2?